Good afternoon. Yeah, afternoon. Almost evening. Here, 5 p.m. I wanted to show a deck that I bought recently, I think, or ordered it a while back. It takes a while to get them from, I think this is Game Crafters. You can always check by looking inside the box at the bottom. You see Game Crafter down there? These are okay. The card stock isn't the best, but it works. The Shadow Elemental Tarot takes its inspiration from breaking down each of the four suits of the tarot and reverting them to their base elements that each suit represents. Okay. This is another in a series. It says Three Crows Artisan. I like the word artisan. I'm not sure this qualifies, but maybe. We'll find out. Hopefully these show up that they kind of glow and they're different colors. I would have ordered them differently, but that's okay. Contact ThreeCrowsArtisan@gmail.com. Well, that's pretty nice. So that's the box. What I was going to do this time, since there's been a couple requests, not a lot of requests, but it's typical for people to show a card at a time instead of the way I usually do them, where I lay them out in 3 rows on several of these board things and show it that way. So what I'm going to do is basically show a card at a time while I set up the board thing, and then I'll put a little time link in the description or a comment so you could bypass this card at a time and go straight to seeing them at a glance, I'll call it, for lack of a better word. But I would normally put the box over there, and then I'd show the book, which isn't very big, but I think it covers everything. And just so I can't say how many pages it is, they don't put a page number in there. Let's see, the court cards are princesses, princes, queens, and kings. So that's a little different, huh? Yeah, I don't see that usual, history. It does say copyright 2017. It's created by Jordan Chasteen. Don't know if that's she or he, because it doesn't say. It says all cards designed using several different raster graphics editors. So they're not from paintings. I guess that would be hard to paint anyway. But this seems to be a common thing. Yeah, there's earth, air, and then water, fire. But I'm not going to order them that way because I don't think the planet formed that way. My guess is the planet formed fire, from the sun, or a sun, and then there would have been a ball of gas. So it's kind of like earth and air at the same time, because some would have been cooled and some would have still been molten, which would have been fire. Then eventually there would have been water, which probably would come back around once there were some plants to making oxygen, which we and other things can breathe. Whew. Boy, that took a long time to say. So I'll use this hourglass maybe to put the cards up a little higher and then kind of zoom in on it. And hopefully that helps. I got to look at the monitor over there. I think that looks okay. And since I've shown the book, I can put that to the side. And I see the back of the cards. They got the symbols, so obviously you could tell a reversal pretty easily. Right? So there's the Fool. And normally I'd put the Fool off to the side, like that. And here's the Magician. Wow. Not sure about the Magician's feet. Maybe she's on tippy toes, or maybe she's kind of unreal. So we put the Magician card there. I think there are different, woman, maybe the High Priestess typically. I'm not sure these are going to fit on here. Here comes the Goddess. Wow, I moved that one over. I got to remember to do it that way, sorry. and pay attention to what I'm doing. So number 3 is the goddess card. Wait. I don't have anything to hold it in place. Washcloth. The ever popular washcloth. Sorry. The god, it says. I think this would work better if I took them off of there. Yeah, there we go. So we'll bring in number 5, which is man, it says. I'm just going to go with the titles and try not to figure out what they could have been, because that really doesn't apply in this deck, does it? Interesting. Now usually, I'll just say this and stop on this one. Now I kind of like this, because usually in art and whatever, the male is that right? The male is depicted as fire and the woman's depicted as ice. Or have I got that backwards? I might be backwards. But I think usually when I see it, these are switched. Maybe I'm wrong. Whoops. Have to put one up before I put the next one down. Okay. And you can kind of see in the background, we're working our way through the first row. This is going to get a little harder to do here in a second. So this would complete our first row of 7, this chariot card, which is pretty cool looking. And our next row will start with strength, a little tiny cute person, and a big lion. I like the colors, orange, yellow, white. These are kind of nice actually, and they've got what appears to be that, some people call it linen, but I'm pretty sure from doing some research that it isn't really linen. It's just it's like it's embossed on there in the plastic, the laminate, to create what used to be linen. I'll say it that way. I'm probably wrong, but hey. Okay, I always pause on the hermit card anyway. I'm liking that hermit card. That's pretty nice. Ooh, sorry. The wheel, which I guess could be the wheel of fortune. Stop guessing. Yes, sir. Just put the cards down. Now it gets tricky, because I basically have to pick up the hourglass, put the card down, and sorry, little delay there. The deep. Well, that's cool. Sorry about the green. I don't have a black washcloth. Maybe the green helps somehow. I don't think so. Okay, so we made it past that point. Here comes the death card. I'm showing too much bottom, not enough top. Wow. It's like the tree is the Grim Reaper, and she's doing a swing off of that tree. I had one of those growing up. I'm not sure I got the swing enough for my personal taste, but hey, I got to swing some. I always like jumping out of it when it reached the top. I'm sure that got me into trouble. Temperance. Here's the devil, so that completes row 2. Back down on the board here. That's interesting. Kind of female from the shoulders down, kind of. And treating people, manipulating them like they're little puppets. That's appropriate. Okay. Ugh. Here's the tower. Crooked. Sorry. I kind of like it when it has lightning. But that's nice. Nicely done. For raster graphics. They didn't say Rastafarian graphics. They say raster graphics. The star. Here comes the moon. Do I like the moon? Let's look at it on the monitor. Oh yeah. There's no crab or crustacean in it. That's okay. Wait. Look, you see that beetle up there? That's kind of cool. That's one of those beetles that likes to wrestle with other beetles. Something Japanese seem to be fond of. The sun. I think they might represent one of the few groups of people that are really into insects. I like insects. The sun, that's a nice sun. No babies. Kind of an allusion to sunflowers over here. I wonder what you call these shadow-like decks that seem to be, at least to me, they seem to be more and more of them. Backlit, is that what it is? The lighting's behind the figure to kind of wash out the figure a little bit. Judgment. I mean, there's several of these decks, right? The healing light is one. The spirit within is one. We're looking at judgment. And now our last card is the world. Yeah, that's right. I thought I was off there for a second. Okay, now I gotta get more creative with this. I'm not sure how to do this. I'm gonna leave that there while I ponder what comes next. Normally, these are down here. Sorry, these are down here. Then I would bring it up to put the cards on. Sorry. I think I can pull it off. Here we go. So we're going to start with what I would start with. I don't think the book starts with this, but there's Ace of Fire. Then I can just quickly throw them over on the board. The Two of Fire. Three of Fire. And like I say, I will put a link to the minute marker, the time marker, so you could skip ahead to just see them all at a glance. The Four of Fire. Fire really pops out there. Five of Fire. Six of Fire. Seven of Fire. Whoa. Eight of Fire. Oh, these are kind of action-packed. The Nine of Fire. Now, why did it get blue, I wonder? I'll let you ponder that. Nine of Fire. A 10 of Fire. Wow, that's a load. And here we got the Princess of Fire. Wow. Looks like she's burning off some field to make room for some new crops. The Prince of Fire. The Queen of Fire. Oops. Sorry. The question is, how do you get down from there once you get up there? Probably a helicopter. She's pointing to a helicopter. The King of Fire. Whoa. I need to work out that much. Those forearms are totally useless. Wow, this is a challenge this way. Okay, that's a challenge. Okay, that's one down. Hurry. Okay, now for air, which I think would come next because gas and hot lava made Earth. One of those gases not being oxygen, of course. Ace of air. Two of, wah, two of air. That's nice. It kind of reminds me of Game of Thrones for some reason. Three of air. Now, why red? I guess I get that. Silly question. Four of air. Ooh, I like that one. Huh. I might have to recreate, doodle some of these and paint them. Five of air. I sound like a salesman. I'm not, because a lot of people probably wouldn't buy a deck from Game Crafter, even if I was a salesman for it. Six of air. They seem to print them kind of like drive-through cars. Yeah, drive-through playing card. No, drive-through cards. They print them on demand, like you order it, and then weeks go by and it shows up. Seven of air. That's a nice card. Not sure what's going on there, but then the eight of air. Whoa. Huh. Looks a little too chained to me. Given previous images, the nine of air. They do have a nice look, even if they are a computer. 10 of air. I'd be interested to know how long this took. Princess of air. I highly doubt the creator will be leaving a comment. Prince of air. Queen of air. And the king of air, which could also be the queen of air, to be honest. Shape-wise, huh. Okay, so that was the air suit. Sorry, I'm busy off camera trying to get these ready for the next part. So I leave you staring at a washcloth. Apologies. Then what would have come next is the earth cooled and the gases cooled and whatever cooled would be the suit earth. Two of earth. What happened to the ace of earth? Sorry. Oh, my bad. Excuse me. Ace of earth. Pretend that didn't happen. I like that little seedling coming up. Of course, they slap a pinnacle on it. Didn't need to do that. I don't think that was a requirement. Two of earth, but that's okay. It looks nice. Three of earth. Wonder how many people don't actually like this silhouetting. Is that the right word? Did I stumble upon the right word? Silhouette images. Four of earth. Nice hair. I'll give her that. That's nice hair. Ooh, let's look at this one. Stained glass. Five of earth. Okay. Okay, could have put a bit more color. Yellow, splashes of red. That's okay though. I like it. These are not working out because the board is sliding around. Come on. Sorry, making you wait. Six of earth. That's a nice gradient going on there. Seven of earth. Sweet. This could be a good deck for coming up with various hairstyles. Eight of earth. Again, the body shape. Maybe that's on purpose. 9 of Earth. Yeah. She's holding a squirrel. It's hard to tell from over here. It's a bird. Could be a squirrel. It's not a squirrel. It's a bird. A 10 of Earth. That's very romantic. A Princess of Earth. I like that sky. Never seen a sky quite like that, but I like it. Prince of Earth. Huh. The Queen of Earth. Not sure about the body. And the King of Earth with antlers. When in doubt, slap some antlers on them. That's what I say. No, you don't. Oh, yeah, I don't. I don't really say that. There we go. At last. Ugh. I've reached the... Sorry, I'm leaving you hanging. Ace of Water. Okay. I should probably look at the time. Well, it doesn't matter. You can skip ahead. This part's about right, 20 minutes. The 2 of Water. The 3 of Water. Huh. Whoa. The 4 of Water. Something about that grabs my eye. I don't know what it is. I think it's that cloud with a cup in it and how the branches look. Also kind of looks like that image you see for Kindle. Stolen. No, it's not exactly the same. 5 of Water. Huh. 3 down, 2 up. Interesting. 6 of Water. While you look at that, I can straighten out the 5 of Water, which seems to have a mind of its own. That's nice. The 7 of Water. Okay, we're closing in. 8 of Water. I like that one. Of course, I'm preoccupied with indigos, dark purples, blues. Especially now. I can see them so much better. A 9 of Water. That hairstyle. I think we've seen that a couple of times. Look at that. Huh. Colorful card. 10 of Water. Not sure I would have done the rainbow. Well, it's okay though. Princess of Water. Wow, she's got a big foot. Maybe it's 2 feet overlapping somehow. I don't know. Or she just has big feet. Prince of Water. He's going to jump on that horse. I know it. I know it. That's nice though. I like this back. I like that. I'm just reacting to colors. Not so much to position and poses. Queen of Water. Last but not least, the King of Water. Whoops. King of Water's kind of crooked. Okay. So now what we will do is, I think this goes away, and the hourglass goes away, and then I zoom out to a proper point, which I'm going to say is right there. And then I bring the Fool back over so you can see it. And this could be the start of At a Glance. So there's the box again. At a glance, you get to see the box and a book, which isn't very thick. So more at a glance, and hopefully these are straight. Let me double, triple check over there. You can see all the names laid out, 3 rows of 7. I think so. So now we got to get the box out of there. So we can bring in the first suit, which will be going backwards here. It'll be water. Okay, sorry. They are hard to line up doing it this way. But I think that's a clear look, right? Hope so. Here comes Earth, right over top of water. Okay. And here comes air, right over top of Earth. I guess I could have put these back in the order I wanted them, but that's okay. King, you're not cooperating, buddy. And is that straight enough? Maybe not. It's not good enough. And last, and totally messed up, is a fire. Wouldn't fix that. There we go. The kings just don't want to cooperate. Typical. So that was, hopefully, not so quick, but advanceable. In other words, you can fast forward to the part you want to see and skip the rest. So that was a quick show of the Shadow Elemental Tarot, which I got on Game Crafter. So with that, I say peace.